Today, let's talk about the use value of GPT for enterprises. We were talking earlier about people, some of our personal growth values and thinking models. So let's talk about business now. Anyone who has been in business knows that we are in the process of doing business. There are 4 core issues, basically every day. Let's take a look. First, for example, let's say we identify key issues. The second is problem solving. The third, assisted learning. And the fourth is decision support. Let me tell you about these 4 dimensions. First, let's explain what an identification problem is. What is an identification problem? We want to solve any problem. The first step, you should find out where the problem is. Identification problem. Like when your colleagues report to you, you always ask in the first sentence. Always tell him the point or conclusion. Why do this guide? Because most people don't understand the point of the problem, or he knows the point, but he will have a lot of complicated and messy information to interfere with you, because he covers up. It turned out that he was actually making excuses. It turns out that it is actually because the balance of their own personal interests is not done well. In fact, a lot of things have to find the key question. Right, I think GPT, something like this powerful artificial intelligence tool, his value will be greater, because he has no emotions. No emotion. He will quickly find what the most important questions are from the perspective of rational thinking. This thinking is a bit similar to using GPT to optimize the speech in the live stream. For example, last night I talked about a 1-1 odd live stream speech. The most important words, the most important knowledge point GPT can help you take it out quickly. It's a truth. So if you're faced with this flood of information coming at you, and you can't tell what's important, and then combined with some guided questioning skills appropriately, then GPT can help you save time quickly, improve efficiency to complete the search for key points of the problem. At this point, directly affect the allocation of your enterprise resources, the allocation of funds and the allocation of human energy, and shorten your decision-making process. Oh, let me give you an example. Well, I work in channel sales. Do this job. You all know that channel sales is actually the most important task for every enterprise. GPT can help companies identify sales and all traffic side acquisition, etc., etc., even which ones belong to the product supply chain and which after sales and stocks are even included, etc., etc. And I won't go into that. Second, from this problem-solving perspective, GPT it actually after discovering the problem, it can provide some solution to a problem concretely. There are some answers. If your feeding is in place, it will be based on your actual situation as a reference. Help you answer. There are some he can't answer. I can also use this analogy to make it for you, because I want you to refer to it. This all. Take a look at a catering company like ours. Well, other renovation companies like us, or a sales company like ours. How did he solve the problem of so and so? Did you see that? I'm using an analogy. Just now you have a question. You don't know how he got him to help you out. You go and find a case of this. What should other businesses like mine do? Can you understand? What about GPT? It can be a source of your solution. At the same time, in the assisted learning stage, this is easier to understand. GPT can be based on the information or data you currently provide. Offer some potential solutions. For example, we are in this channel management, our daily report, sales report, including today's visitors. Just how many visitors? How many phone leads did you get today? How big is that channel customer today? And then this mass of data. What information do I need to add? Then you can help us get a complete answer. This is constantly growing during everyone's use. Keep filling in. For example, one of our companies, for example, direct selling. But I've been expanding into this channel recently. That is, the dealer. but I'm inexperienced. Who do you want to learn from? Can I learn from Hikvision? Does this company know? I'm going to learn from them. I used to learn from them to find their channel manager or make friends with people from their company. Slowly chat a contact. Not now. I just need to refine my questioning. By way of analogy, you can obtain a large number of targeted, for example, how to build a channel, except for my direct selling section. How to build a channel. Even I can learn from these famous brand enterprises. How are their channels made level by level? This can greatly increase your school attendance rate, not just for the boss. The same goes for the people working below, right? And what's the name of the fourth one? Assisted decision making, auxiliary decision board. I think it's the last chain. Many enterprises and small businesses may have less contact. For example, larger enterprises. He often finds something like Big 4 accounting firms. Right, what do you think? This and that. Wait. These outstanding accounting firms. Go and give him some kind of accounting report. And capable bosses may even want to find some of the world's top consulting firms. Companies like MC Kinsey. Go to the next stage of your development, or a particular track to make a strategic investment. Do some consulting reports. Then why would they spend so much money on such a great company to help? Because in the decision-making chain is the most important. Because it involves a business that ends up in financial resources, even the investment of new family and life. This is what we usually come into contact with, a source of information on the decision side. It's more messy. Usually, what we deal with is relatively chaotic, a recognition of many bosses, whether it is the big boss or the small boss, often because of limited perceptions and biases about certain things, such as technological productivity. Knowing a lot of people is biased. Hear the hot tech news. His first reaction was a scam. It's a hot spot, and it will be put down after it passes. But look at those young people. Why are young people young? Because they have a heart that dares to fight and dare to try. In fact, a kind of sensitivity to a new thing. He's not talking, he's not thinking. Dull knife dull, passivated thinking. Here, GPT can very well assist the small bosses of small and medium-sized enterprises. Right, same with big boss. If you think your thinking is a bit dull, or you think you don't want to pay a fee for a very expensive consulting firm, you put GPT to good use, because GPT has the ability to query vertical industry knowledge, and it can give you a lot of business executives a higher perception than a relatively unified perception. Right, for example, in channel management. What the hell am I? Let GPT help us with our channel strategy. For example, I should be doing primary distribution strategy. Is it still a secondary distribution strategy? Should I work with mass or cooperate with big channels? For example, the rules of the game for my channel, game policy, including whether my channel research policy complies with this law and regulation. Right, can I do this legally? Well, just get it done. Right, then your employees can solve these problems at ordinary times. But now GPT can help you solve it. You don't need to spend a fortune on counseling anymore. Company, okay. The point of this panel is essentially to tell you, you can use AI to make yourself a super individual. Put GPT to good use.